Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Joey Graziadei presented his last rose to Kelsey Anderson on season 28 of The Bachelor. The final rose also came with an engagement ring. Fans want them to marry soon, but the young pair isn't in a hurry. They did, however, finalize a wedding date. Or a wedding aim. They recently began wedding preparations and hope to marry in the spring or summer of 2027. That may appear far away, but it allows them time to make their wedding dreams come true. However, their dreams may differ when it comes to the ceremony's musical guests. Kelsey Anderson is already hoping to have a rap star sing at the event. Continue reading for all the details, including Joey's fantasy wedding singer. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson's relationship has had its ups and downs since their engagement. She came to Los Angeles with him to compete in season 33 of Dancing with the Stars. His hectic practice schedule did not allow them much time together. After winning the season, he participated in the DWTS live tour. He recognized that the distance put a strain on their relationship, but they made it through. The couple is eager for their future together. This includes getting married. If Joey and Kelsey make it down the aisle, they will be one of the few Bachelor-inspired marriages. Oddly enough, the Bachelor in Paradise offshoot has resulted in more successful couples than The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. Kelsey Anderson and Joey Graziadei's wedding was a few years ago. But a girl may daydream, right? Kelsey just shared a sneak peek at her wedding on Instagram. She mimed the entire wedding with her hands. Joey leads the bridesmaids and groomsmen down the aisle to his place at the altar, kicking off the fantasy wedding. Kelsey's ideal wedding ceremony would be officiated by rap singer Nicki Minaj. Kelsey envisioned a wedding entrance with cash and Dr. Miami business cards dropping from the skies. If Kelsey's desire is to have Nicki Minaj officiate the wedding, who could perform? Joey had a couple ideas, which he shared with Bustle. I would love to have Luke Combs, a country music musician, at our wedding. I adore his voice. Joey said he would do an excellent job with a beautiful wedding song. When Joey Graziadei presented his final rose to Kelsey Anderson on the season 28 finale of The Bachelor, fans erupted with joy. The proposal took place against the breathtaking cliffs of Tulum, Mexico, where Joey, visibly emotional, got down on one knee and asked Kelsey to be his forever. Her response, an unhesitating yes, cemented them as one of the most adored couples in franchise history. But while the moment was picture perfect, what followed was the real journey, blending lives, handling newfound fame, and navigating the unpredictable currents of young love in the spotlight. The ring on Kelsey's finger symbolized more than a promise, it was a start. But it didn't mean a wedding was imminent. Both in their late 20s, Joey and Kelsey agreed they didn't want to rush. We want to do this right, Joey explained during a Good Morning America appearance just weeks after the finale aired. We love each other deeply, but we want to build our life before we plan the ceremony. Still, fans eagerly asked for updates, filling their social media comments with questions. When's the wedding? Are you two still together? Will it be televised? The answer to that last question was a tentative maybe. ABC had offered to air a live wedding special, complete with celebrity guests, fashion designers, and of course, Chris Harrison, who had quietly returned to the franchise as a one-off officiant for special events. But Kelsey and Joey weren't sure. I don't want my vows to be edited into a TikTok clip, Kelsey joked during an Instagram live. I want to marry Joey, not marry the show. Despite their reluctance for a TV wedding, they did settle on something major, a timeline. Spring or summer of 2027, Kelsey shared on a podcast with Caitlin Bristow. It seems far, but we need time, for planning, for living, for each other. Joey nodded in agreement. After all, his life hadn't exactly slowed down after The Bachelor. He had been cast in Dancing with the Stars season 33 shortly after his engagement. Kelsey moved to Los Angeles with him, eager to support his new venture and curious to see where his journey would lead. But the reality was tougher than expected. 8-hour rehearsals, press interviews, late-night dance practices, and even more time on the road during the DWTS live tour. Joey excelled, eventually taking home the Mirrorball trophy with his professional partner Jenna Johnson, but his victory came at a cost. "We were barely seeing each other," he admitted in a People interview. "There were days I came home too tired to talk." And she was alone, in a city she barely knew. For Kelsey, it was a test of patience and love. She had put her own career in digital branding on pause to be by Joey's side, and she missed her hometown of New Orleans. She started therapy, journaling, and solo hiking to manage the stress of being a bachelor fiancé in a world that often reduced her to an accessory to Joey's fame. But despite the difficulties, they held on. Date nights were rare but intentional. Joey sent her little notes before early morning rehearsals. Kelsey surprised him backstage with coffee and flowers. When he won the tour, he held the trophy high and whispered, "This is for us." Once the DWTS dust settled, they finally took a breather. They rented a small beach house in Santa Barbara and spent a month unplugging, no cameras, no interviews, no Instagram lives. Just surfing, reading, cooking together. It was during one of those long sunset walks on the beach that the topic of wedding music came up. Their answers went viral. Twitter lit up. Nicki Minaj officiating a bachelor wedding? Sign me up. One fan tweeted. Joey wants Luke Combs? My man has taste, another replied. While musical fantasies floated around, the couple began quietly scouting venues. They narrowed it down to 3 locations: Napa Valley, New Orleans, and Lake Como, Italy. Napa was elegant and accessible. New Orleans was Kelsey's hometown and had the soul and spirit she loved. Lake Como was where they imagined eloping if the stress of planning ever got too heavy. In between trips to venues, they began premarital counseling. Not because they were in trouble, but because they wanted to start strong. Their counselor, Dr. Lila Hennessy, helped them navigate core values, communication styles, and life goals. One session focused on conflict resolution. Perfect match, Dr. Hennessy quipped. One shuts down, one amps up. Let's work on that. They also discovered their difference in vision for children. Joey wanted 2. Kelsey was open to 3. But both agreed they didn't want to be pressured by timelines. First marriage. Then we'll see, Kelsey insisted. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.